Well, Leon, I know you wanted to get the bench going a little bit tonight, and you certainly did. And everybody that got on the floor got at least 10 minutes to. Obviously, in a perfect world, that's probably what you wanted.
Exactly what we needed, and I mean, the gauntlet we just ran was tough on us, and we were tired, we were beat up a little bit, we were a little down in the dumps, feeling sorry for ourselves maybe, which we don't allow, but so it was nice to blow out the carburetors a little bit and let the horses run, and so it was great that we had a crowd come out and get to see them, because that means a lot to these guys. And it was a cold December night here in Boise. We had a pretty decent crowd that supported us, and because we have a big gauntlet coming up now, and it starts with Saturday at Portland, and we have Loyola, who's been winning games now, and then we got the Ducks. So we got 3 tough games coming up, and 3 really important games for us. So I think it was really good to have this game where we kind of. Dermot played 14 minutes, but he kind of got his motor going a little bit. But it's also a credit to these guys. They go in a game like this, and we don't have selfish guys. There's a lot of teams that their starters would go in and want to score a certain amount of points and shoot bad shots, and our guys don't do that. They 20 assists, they made the extra pass up the good shot to the great shot, and that's why we scored 100 points.
With the weird travel and everything like that, you didn't get to see much, in practices and stuff, them try to respond, but this was probably the best chance to see it. How did the guys kind of respond to the things that you wanted to see?
Yeah, we're doing we want to do some things that make us a great team, and because I think one of the things that they learned down there at playing in that tournament was we're not more talented than Michigan State, we're not more talented than Arizona, we're not more talented than a lot of teams in our league, and we have to become a great team, and that team is going to be different than last year's team, and so we're learning and we're adjusting to that, and I thought tonight they made a step in that direction, and they're starting to figure out their roles just a little bit better every night, and they had we had a conscious effort to do that tonight, and that showed up in 20 assists, especially we had a lot of assists in the first half, and the ball was really great, so they did a good job with that.
With Paris moving into the starting lineup tonight, was that something he did, something Chandler didn't do? What was kind of the reason?
Well, again, we're trying to find out best rotations and where they can fit, and who's best coming off the bench, and what combinations are best together, and we're going to find the right one that works really, really good for us, and the answer's out there. We just have to keep turning it over, and again, I don't know who it's going to be yet, but.
Well, what do you like from Paris, and I guess what have you seen from him so far, kind of adjusting to this level?
Well, Paris is maybe one of the best feel for the game guys on our team. Nick's probably the best, and Paris is a great help. He just has to get more and more comfortable with our system and what we're doing, both offensively and defensively. And those mental mistakes, if he starts to minimize those, and those are not coming when he has the ball in his hands, those are coming when he's away from the ball defensively, when he's in the wrong spot defensively. If he can start, finding his way through and make, he's still going to make mistakes, but just make less and less. And as the season goes on, he's really going to help this team.
He brought up the defensive end. Is the biggest learning curve for him right now on that?
Yeah, just the consistency and the speed of how just a split-second mistake costs you 3 points. Like tonight, he was in the wrong spot in the zone, and I got a little upset with him, and he still could have made up for it, but he just kind of hesitated, and he's just got to play through those mistakes, and right then it cost us 3 points, and it's always going to cost us, when he makes mistakes. So he's learning.
You mentioned the Ox has a pretty impressive feel for the game, but what can he offer this team? I mean, at times he really can get to the bucket.
Oh yeah, and he does a great job. He does a great job of attacking in transition. He's a really, really good finisher for a freshman. So he's a promising kid, and he cares a lot. He wants to be a good player. He'll do anything to be a good player, and that's we got to invest some time and energy into him, and the team's helping him, and he's just going to keep. I think he'll continue to improve.
Is it a one-time thing, or is it safe to say you might continue to see him in the starting lineup?
Well, like I said, kind of after the I think where we are right now, it's tryouts. It's back to grade school tryouts, okay? Who deserves to be out there, and who's gonna help this team? And that's kind of where we are now, and who's gonna fit, with the team and help us with the rotations and help us with what we're trying to accomplish.
How have you noticed a difference in David this season? It seems like he's more aggressive out there, a little more confident. How have you noticed, when he's been out on the floor?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's just good for him to be healthy. I mean, the poor kid, last 2 years. Last year he played without a shoulder, and I have a little more empathy towards that. And the year before, played without a kidney. So those are 2 tough things to play without. I don't know what that's like.
I know we obviously know what type of character he is or whatnot, but you mentioned the fact that he can bring energy to the team or off the bench or whatever it might be. When you talk to him about not redshirting this year, is that a role that
Yeah, absolutely, and that's, we need more of that. And we got a group of guys that have really bought into the team, and then we got a group of guys that are, pretty far in. We need 11 guys at 100% in for us to be a great team, and that's what I told these guys, and that's what we have to get to. And if we get to that, we have a chance to be a really, really good team. If we don't, we won't be. So we're trying to move in that direction, and I think we took positive steps in that direction tonight.
To see the defensive showing, there was a stretch there late in the first half to late in the second where they were 3 of 29 from the field.
Yeah.
You dominated in rebounding. How good was that to see? Even though obviously, you're not going to see teams like that in Mountain West.
It's hard to evaluate sometimes because we did make some mistakes and they didn't make us pay. We're a really, really good team, like ones we've been playing. Every mistake you make, even if it's just a small one, they make you pay. So we dodged a few bullets where we didn't, they didn't make us pay. But overall, I thought we did a better job of contesting shots and having our hands up and trying to take away their threes. And so we were pretty alert defensively.
You had some interesting lineups in there at times tonight. Was the triple towers, I guess? You had the 3 guys over 6'10". I mean, was that just for tonight, or is that something we might ever see? Or?
Like I said, that was the beauty of having this game, is it beats practice as far as being able to try some things and see what it looks like under lights. I mean, it was a big, long zone we had out there.
Chandler, too, so yeah.
So you had Chandler. And so, we're open to, you got to keep turning it over. It's a long, long season, and you never know what you can stumble across or what might help in certain situations. So, yeah, we're open to a lot of different things.
With